Okay, so when you guys are given a situation, an experimental situation, you're going to have to break it down into some basic parts. In all controlled experiments, and I want you guys to write this down somewhere because this is sort of your template to come back to. In all controlled experiments, there are two groups. There is the control group, and then there is the experimental group. Okay? So everybody write this down. Take a moment, sketch out this chart. You're going to need it. In the control group, go figure, that's where you're going to find the control. And in the experimental group, that's where you're going to find the independent variable. Makes sense, right? The control is what you're comparing your independent variable results to. You can only change one thing in the experiment. The independent variable is the one thing that will be different, right? Okay. Now, in all experiments, you are going to have dependent variables on both sides. What? I want to leave a little space. Okay. So the dependent variable is known as what? The data, right? Might want to write that down. You're going to have data on both sides. You're going to have data before a change occurs and data after a change occurs. We have to call the dependent variable a variable because it varies, right? It's different. It's going to shift. It's going to change. All of the other things in an experiment that remain the same are called what? You may remember? I heard it. They're constants. Okay. So your homework, well, not homework. I don't want to say homework. You guys automatically get all bummed out. The work we're going to be doing in class today and tomorrow, and then tomorrow it'll be homework if you don't get it done, is I gave you this worksheet in front of you, right? Okay? So what I want to do is sort of show you how to break this down into the different parts that we just talked about. So, reader, please, in your mic, stand up. Mr. Mason in class.
Alright, I don't know if I can sit. There we
Make
go.
sure you face everybody. I'll help you if you need help. Go ahead.
Smithers.
Mr. Mason in class.
Mr. Mason in class.
There you go.
Smithers thinks that a special juice will increase the productivity of workers. He creates two groups of 50 workers each and assigns each group the same task. In this case, they suppose to staple and set of papers. Group A is given the special juice to drink while they work. Group B is not given the special juice. After an hour, Smithers counts how many stacks of papers each group has made. Group A makes 1,587 stacks, and Group B makes 2,113 stacks.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mason in class.
Thank you, Mr. Mason in class.
Thank you. Okay. So we have a situation. Smithers is he thinks the special juice is going to increase the productivity. Okay? He gives Group A the special juice and group B is not given the special juice. Which of those two, group A or B, is the control group? Group B, right? Okay. Okay. I'll actually change my color here so you guys know what I'm doing. Group B. And over here, that means experimental group is what? Why is group A the experimental group? Because they were given special juice, okay? So you're telling me the special juice right here, right, is the independent variable, right? Does that make sense? What's the control then? No, they both did that, right? What would the control be? What? No juice, I heard it. Okay. So the dependent variable, what was the data that we were collecting? Remember, dependent variable is data. What is it? The productivity, okay? Okay? Constants. Things that don't change in either group. And we wouldn't want to change anything else in these experiments, because if we did, we wouldn't know what caused the change in the data, right? So what were some constants? Yes. Okay, the task. What else? Yes. Time. What else? My pen is not ready. What else was the same? The number of workers, I heard that. So we could probably go through more, like the same room, the same building, the same day, the same time. All of these things should be the same. If we had one thing different other than that independent variable, would we know what caused the change in the data? Would we? No. So if I change, it's like me walking over to this light switch on the wall here and grabbing hold of both switches, okay, and like after the lights are on, and I flick both switches. Do I know which one shut which set of lights off if I flick them both at the same time? No, not a clue. I can do it all day. I can repeat this stupid experiment over and over again, but I will never know which switch, which variable causes the change, right? Until I do one, and then I do the other, okay, and then I know, okay, that switch turns these on, that switch turns those on, okay? Is that annoying? To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice and for all. That's going to be a really funny recording. Okay, so don't worry, we're getting there. So you guys, I know we're just about done. I hope they don't take that long with announcements every day. I will blow right through them because I'm not going to let you guys get behind. Okay, I won't. So we will stop for the pledge, though. All right? Okay. So we have two different parts of every controlled experiment. If it does not have this controlled setting, it is not an experiment. It might be a study, but it's not a controlled experiment. Do you get the difference? If I don't have every little thing controlled, it's not a controlled experiment. Otherwise, it's just a study. Okay? So we will pick up from here tomorrow, and I want you to come in with that worksheet ready to go tomorrow because we are going to be breaking those down together. Okay, a little bit, and then I'm going to set you free. All right? There's no homework tonight.